Here, huh?
Respect. You're gonna be a two-sipper. Fire Knights. The real fucking Fire Knights. What the fuck were the things we were meeting? The Mesmer Knights? What were we even... Right? What were these fucking... Black Knights? Yeah, nah. It's the real Fire Knights. Are these ones. Okay. Still no other pieces of the set.
Fill up your collection.
Nice arches.
I won't ask.
Hey man, this is for somebody. You tell me. Oh yeah. Yeah. This is meant to be traversed. Very, very meant to be traversed.
Oh, that was close. And the item was at the top of the head on that one, no?
I thought it was.
Yeah, it's shining there.
Well,
do you have to like make it crash down or something?
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Hold on. First things first. 4th floor. Appreciated.
Storehouse cross message.
Carved words coalesce. I abandon here my arm dextral.
Okay.
I replace it with a buster arm. Fuck you! I don't know. I'm gonna sit. And
Can
then
you
I'll
bless?
see what happens if... What were you thinking?
I don't believe in it.
Oh, you just like poisoned out. I don't believe in it either. But what I do believe in is a lever that drops this low.
Yeah.
To collect it
Something.
later. Maybe these all drop low. It's placed in too weird of a way. But like, you can grab things as you scroll by them, so I wonder if like falling in midair, you know, there's some level of system that lets you... Oh, wow. My apologies.
Did you want the Erdtree blessing up?
True. I got 2 or 3 of them now.
Yeah, there was the little light next to the...
Shadow. Message left by Sir Ansbach, addressed to the kindred spirits who also pursue Michaela's trail. It would seem that the people of the keep have flooded the holy quarter that leads onward to the Shadow Tree, barring access. However, there is no route that leads there from this storehouse. Perhaps there's another way to reach the holy quarter from somewhere else in this keep. The people of the keep have flooded the holy quarter that leads onward to the Shadow Tree, barring access. There's no route from the storehouse, but another way from somewhere else in the keep. Okay. So for a second I thought they were talking about, you know, like this, but no, I think... Is he just talking about, like, places we don't know yet, you know? Is he saying that, like, going through this keep, you were supposed to end up in the Holy Quarter, but now bosses have gotten in the way. Therefore, look for another way. I think. Because I didn't know that, you know, Holy Quarter was where this was connecting to anyway. We are discovering
Holy Quarter as an detour.
As we are discovering that there's a detour, you know. Hey, we know you came here for this, but even though you didn't know what it was, find another way. I think it's one of those moments. Stormhawk feathers. Are we gonna get some barrel birds?
Ho ho! Hey hey!
Or that. I'll take some cash for the struggle. Serious business over here. What if I ain't got none? What if I've just got...
Uh-oh.
Moxie. Ooh, and you've got new shit. 1v1? Let's go. The boat only protects so much. Yeah, that shit hurts, man. Alright.
Uh-oh.
Oof.
Oh.
Ha!
Anti-air.
You real bitch. Dangerous up close, dangerous from afar.
That was a fight.
Yeah. I was like, let me see if I can have some fun. Let me see if I can go for the not deletion. I'm like, nah, we're deleting you. Never mind. Back to deletion.
Too real.
Blood. Blood. Blood.
Oh,
Okay. Cache is nice. Lore cache. DLC. Looks like a jump. But before that.
whoa, secret right
And
scroll.
before that. And before that. This corner.
More friends than I thought.
Always. Can't tell what kind of ground that is.
What a view.
Yeah, skybox is quite nice. Alright, we went up. So there's two insides here. One had a bit of a drop. This has more shit. This feels progressive. Okay, there's a fucker over there that is respawned from the sit, so I came up behind you. Jesus Christ, I thought that was a third one out of nowhere.
Scary ghost.
Okay. Gotta learn to see a smithing stone and consider that like a reason enough to go on a detour. Like the game is considering it like, yeah, you can turn around now. That's your reward, so.
Hi.
Not really, but you know. It's fine. Now that's hype.
Good timing.
It is enough to kill this time. Before it was not. Ah, you got me on the timing. Damn.
Stay on your toes.
Looks like there's sniping happening both in and outside of the game. Be wary of rushing in. Be wary of strong foe. If only I had a healing. Stronger than we've dealt? Because I see a strong foe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, clutch, clutch, clutch. Ah, yes. 2 of them.
Let me see. Fickle, fidgety little letters. I should wipe you clean off the page. Now, Freya. Don't let it rile you up. Take it slow. Take it slow.
Hey.
By my lord. Will I ever make sense of this jumble?
Oh, you bitch!
No, not here. Oh, wow.
I heard the noise. I heard the noise, and I thought twice. I heard the noise and I thought twice. Yep.
I didn't think they would track up to here.
I fucking... And we're just about out, aren't we? Yeah, we are.
Oh, there's a bridge, okay.
It's okay. I didn't want to rush to this the Grace in case she'd moved or disappeared. Now, was that a smart move? Probably not. I probably could have sat, but I was afraid of like what would happen. Yeah. Cuz you know these games sometimes, you know. No safe haven. And the other one.
More gear.
You know what? Low ground might actually be okay for you. That's the killing smooth. That's the killing sequence.
By my lord. Will I ever make sense of this jumble?
Yeah, okay, let's try this again. That happens sometimes, right? Okay, yeah, someone had a moment. Yeah, it really does. It sucks, but sometimes you'll see action happening around the bonfire, and then sitting updates the state, and then you miss whatever was about to go down. And I'm like, I'll take a death over that. That's okay, as long as you activate it and can get, you know, then we're good.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I'm afraid I'm busy. Curse upon my lack of foresight. I should have asked Ansbach to impart his knowledge when I had the chance.
Yeah, he's gone now, huh?
Oh, is he? Oh, he's still there.
No, he's still there. Oh, sounded like that note was his way out.
I'm afraid I'm busy. Truly. I should have asked Ansbach to impart his knowledge when I had the chance.
Should I ask him on your behalf? First floor. And then elevator up and around the corner. Those little puppet fuckers from around Artorias' grave dropping on your head. It's a thing. Wait, that's not the right path at all. Whoops. It was up the stairs and down to that room.
Tight.
Was the room over this way? That way? This way. Yeah.
Nice.
We chillin'? We chillin'.
What could they possibly have in mind for Lord Moog's remains? The implications are rather unnerving.
Oh. Ah, there we go.
Oh, we got multiple things.
Oh shit, did I read it yet?
Nope. Got new pants, you got a new rune, and...
Grieves' darkest shadow, sworn by vulgar militiamen, freshly singed battlegrounds effusing with stench of the dead. Forbidden lands will be excised from the memory of history. What better place than the realm of shadow, then, for such an army? Okay. Got it. Fuck that place. We're trying to erase it off the map. Send the vulgar militiamen. Because fuck those guys too. Get them out of here. Right, right.
Yeah, we read that off a previous piece.
Did I? I must have forgotten.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't connect why the hooded, Kaled,
Okay, yeah.
militiamen were like hanging out.
Yeah, we have
this
another militia
piece. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And the secret rite scroll. A scroll made of white tree bark. Few can decipher the scroll, which describes the secret rite of the divine gateway said to be found at the tower enshrouded by shadow. A lord will usher in a god's return, and the lord's soul will require a vessel. Huh.
The Tower of Shadow. Yeah, that's down south. A lord's will usher in a god's return, and the lord's soul will require a vessel. Well, now we know what they want to do with Moog's body.
What could they possibly want to do?
Put... We sticking Mickey in there? He divests himself of all his body parts, so now he's just a floating ball of light.
Looking for a better body.
And now we stick him in the body
Freaking
of an awesome boss fight.
Vega Bison.
Okay. Alright. Is that what all the charm is for? I mean, does Mickey even want that? I don't know. It's... If he's getting rid of... Is it... Oh my god! Michaela was born stuck in a child's body. That was his curse.
Yeah. Yes, that's true.
Millennia was born stuck with rot. He was born stuck in a child's body. Of course he would be all about getting a new body.
Yeah,
Motherfucker.
Okay,
Makes perfect sense.
A long forgotten place where none would tread, the light of grace quickly grew ever more brilliant.
Checks out.
So Mog didn't want to get inside Michaela. Michaela wanted to get inside Mog.
I mean...
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so much worse than it looked.
Damn.
It's huh. And just like that, I mean, gracious, kindly Michaela, you know, it's like, okay, well, that's something that you would be pretty upset about. Everything else we knew was like, oh, charm, nice, cool. And big sister, cool as well, you know? Tragic. Like, ultimately, the Empyrean kids, in the face of, you know, the greater will and mom, dad, you know? But the whole point of, like, not wanting to deal with the destiny you've been given is, like, what Randy's all about, you know? And, yeah.
Yeah, Randy fought it.
And looks like that's probably what he's trying to do too. Okay. Let's put that on the corkboard.
What could they possibly have in mind for Lord Moog's remains? The implications are rather unnerving.
And you have to think too as well, like, from if Moog was like all about it, the Moog of before we thought would be like, oh, absolutely, by all means, here, take it, you know, like on that Dio level shit. Like, you want my body? Yeah, man. You just name the time and place, you know. But if it was charm based, then maybe not. Then you have to wonder what makes it so that some people are that much more charmed than others, you know? If he was, like, able to break out, but, like, he couldn't free Moog, like, what is it that affects the level of enrapturement?
Break out?
Once the seal broke.
Yeah, well, yeah, the seal and the charm broke, right?
Yeah.
So I guess he was freed then, and everybody was freed from it?
Yeah, but I guess what I mean is what determines, like, how strongly you're dragged into it. Okay, Freya's decision or the secret right scroll. Well, we'll give you the scroll first, and I don't know if these are mutually exclusive or not, but...
Well, what's this? Yes, I should have known. Even the truth was itself mere folly. As if using Lord Moog to gain entrance to the land of shadow were not enough, he plans to use his corpse as the vessel of his king consort. He has forsaken Lord Moog's soul. He desires only his empty shell. It beggars belief, but I'm afraid Tender Mikola fails to grasp the humiliation implied by this act. One thing is certain. My dear lord deserved better.
Interesting. So I didn't really question, like, why Michaela's egg was, like, the pathway here, except for the idea that, like, we know that Michaela came to the Shadowlands, but, like, we didn't know, and like by going there you're following him. But I guess the implication is that Ansbach is saying he was able to use Moog's body as the way to get here somehow, right? That's what he just said.
He used Moog's body?
Or he used Moog to get to the Shadowlands at all? Like, here, let's just run it back. What did he exactly say?
And the truth was itself. Yes, I should have known. Even the truth was itself mere folly. As if using Lord
Moog to gain entrance to the Land of Shadow were not enough. So Moog was the way that Michaela was able to get here to begin with.
Okay, I didn't take it as using his body, just
Yeah.
Yeah,
Either or. The way he didn't get here while Moog was alive, but whatever the case is, the way.
Maybe it's because you know how Lord Moog is like I forget what's the name of the Blood Clan, but if the Blood Clan was there,
or
Blood Fiends, is that the name?
Yeah, servants of the
if the
Formless
Blood
Mother
Fiends were like already here, maybe he was like, "Hey, are you a Blood Fiend? Can you get me in there or something?" I don't know.
But we don't know how Moog gets here or is able to make that happen. You know, I mean, is it just he can just open anyone that serves that can open up a portal, or?
Well, if the Blood Fiends were a part of this area and they excised the lands and turned it, like put it in the shadows, well, maybe Lord Moog is like, hey, I still know how to get back home, you know?
Yeah, but there's also jars here, you know. There's also signs of other things that are just where they are based on the geography, per se. I guess I'm just more thinking about like something about Moog gives him the ability to access this place that he couldn't access on his own, you know? And then, I guess while charmed, he was able to, you know, put that plan together. And then after I took him out, and he's like, all right, well, we got a body. Yeah, we'll have to find out more.
Righteous Tarnished, you have my gratitude. You have given me the answers I needed, but I can hardly fathom it. Such folly. Unto the end. I am a warrior, but I've aged. I cannot afford to act hastily. Curse it all. I know my limits. I could spend the rest of my life honing my craft, and still that creature would be out of my blade's reach. The absolute folly of it all.
Okay. Here. Let me just run that back before this line.
He wants to off Michaela, but he can't.
He's not strong enough. Yeah. This is important shit we're only going to get to hear once.
Tarnished. You have my gratitude. You have given me the answers, but I can hardly fathom it. Such folly. Unto the end. I am a warrior, but I've aged. I cannot afford to act hastily. Curse it all. I know my limits. I can spend the rest of my life honing my craft, and still that creature.
So he has good reason to be anti-Mickey, whereas Freya is just a true believer at this point, and you know, no charm in place is still all about it.
Freya, by the gods. She must be feeling the need to reaffirm her allegiance before she heads to war. A true Redmane she is, hardly troubled by the rot.
Alita. I mixed up the two again.
Righteous Tarnished.
Whoops. Excuse me.
Could you please give this to Freya? Thanks to you, she too will have the answer she requires. Yes. I can see her barreling into the fray right now.
Okay.
Letter for Freya.
Yeah. I just fucking.
Yeah, you
Anyway.
mixed up the names. It's fine.
So, Freya was, when we last saw her, she was basically about returning to Redmane? Was that what she said? What was the dialogue she had with us right before we came here? I feel like she talked about that.
Freya.
And about something about, like, you know, as a pride, her pride as being one of Radagon's knights. Radagon's, rather.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong tab. Okay.
Cool.
So, last time we saw Freya, that's when we summoned her, and then Jeez. That was a fine battle. She was stricken by scarlet rot in the swamp of Ionia. Michaela helped her. The wound was festering, and Michaela drained the poison from it. Her wound is the compass.
Was this outside of Rolana's room, or was this in the field?
I think it was in the field. I think.
Was she? Did we call in Lita or Freya for the Rolana fight? Did I call it? Was that Lita? I don't. I just can't remember which one came in for that.
For Rolana, I think it was Freya.
Okay,
but I can double check.
Okay. If you guys remember, please just let me know right now. I don't mind. You can just tell me because I'm clearly misremembering just some of the between the two night girls. I'm misremembering who did what at which point. So it was Lita who came in for the Rolana fight. Thank you. All right.
Oh, calling Lita and Mimic Tear. Sorry. Yeah, I just found it.
Okay. So the last time we ran into so basically because I'm mixing up the two, I can't distinguish which was the last moment we spoke to her and whatnot. But I vaguely recall her talking about perhaps returning to Redmane, and her talking about her pride of being one of Radahn's knights, and that's kind of all I vaguely recall. So just before we get to this next step, I just wanted to refresh on that. Freya wants to figure out the vow Michaela had with Radahn. That's it. Thank you. That's exactly what it was. We didn't know why. We didn't know what the connection was, and that's when I asked, hey, why did Millennia fight Radahn to begin with?
Oh, and we didn't know.
And we didn't know the reason. And then I was like, right, we just see them fight in the intro, and we see the bloom, but we don't know what the reasons were. And then that was the end of that conversation. Thanks. Perfect. That's all I'm trying to remember. A written letter by Sir Ansbach to Freya the Redmane, presumably written to answer her query, but the page is neatly folded to keep prying eyes from reading it.
You don't have the skills to unfold the letter?
I think you can. You're just not being a shit.
That's good.
Perhaps I shouldn't meddle in her affairs, but this is the only way I can help.
I'm not strong enough, but she's a badass.
Perhaps I shouldn't meddle in her affairs, but this is the only way I can help.
Got it.
I'm afraid I'm busy.
Yeah, well...
Truly. I should have asked Ansbach to impart his knowledge when I had the chance.
You've got mail.
High strength, low end. It's not your fault.
From Sir Ansbach? To me? What on earth could it... Yes. Of course. I see. As the Festival of War concluded, General Radahn's soul met an honorable end, but kindly Michaela wishes to revive it.
What?
Which is fine by me. I know it would pain old Jeren, but war has always suited General Radahn best, and certainly far more than any honorable death. Endless war to invigorate the soul, as befits General Radahn, the great lion.
Wants to revive Radahn?
Okay, hold on a minute. Bullet point on the corkboard. That's not just Mickey in a new body. That's talking about reviving Radahn.
Thank you. Now I finally cast off my misgivings. Give my regards to Honorable Ansbach.
Why?
Tell him, if we should meet in battle, to face your bow would be fine enough. But to face your blade would be an honor.
Golden Lion's Shield.
Brave warrior. Perhaps next time, we too will meet on the battlefield.
I mean, that sounds pretty badass. He's a good archer, but if you get in close, you get to see the real shit. Sounds like a little foreboding there. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm confused about this relationship, and I think you are too.
A bit. I'm checking Jaren.
Jaren was the
Castellan.
Jaren was the JR of Radon Mania.
Yeah.
By God, this festival is getting started. Compassionate crowd, right? Yes, I remember.
Radon
Jaren
was probably happy to fall to us.
Yes, and I remember the feeling was that, yeah, he kind of reinforced it. It's like, hey, that's my boy, but it's cool because he's a shell of his former self at this point, and let him fall in battle the way a warrior deserves to. And it just so happens to be convenient that we can also get the stars moving again, you know? So then it was a win-win, which was rad. So now, what is the relationship here with why Michaela would want to revive him? And she's like, that seems cool. He deserves to keep fighting forever. Fight forever.
Another thing,
You know?
when we saw Selen, the shackled Selen,
Selling the shackled. Selling. Yeah. Where was that?
I think the shackled Selen was in the basement,
Yeah.
and she was tied up. And it was
Yes,
like, oh.
yes, teacher in the basement. Yeah.
And at some point, she gave us her primal glintstone.
Yeah.
A star has fallen, and my fortunes waver.
Yeah.
And we reloaded, and Castellan Jaren was there.
Yeah.
And he says Selen was the Graven Witch. Says countless sorcerers fell to her hand. She was the most dangerous mage in the Academy's history.
Yep.
Her soul fled already. She'll turn up in another body. The primal glintstone is, in essence, a sorcerer's soul. My apprentice, do you think it distasteful? And then later on, we were summoned to another world to assist Sorceress Selen. And then we were defeat the witch hunter Jaren. Selen says, Jaren, bringer of my death, you have my gratitude for freeing me from my shackles, but I am afraid your work is done. Join the school to reflect on your mistake. And then we got the eccentric set, saying Jaren was a nomad. He spent time as a guest of Carrion Royals, became Radon's guest commander, and they swore an oath of honorable death to one another.
Okay. So Jaren and Selen, yeah. Seems like still side stuff from the Radon Michaela relationship here. But the main thing is that the main point is that Jaren is okay for Radon to go down in battle, but Michaela wants him resurrected, and we don't quite know why. And yeah, Ansbach is like, okay, well, whatever the details are, I can't read it, but he's not able to get his revenge entirely. Okay, that's all we know for now.
Brave warrior.
Yeah?
Brave warrior. Perhaps next time, we too will meet on the battlefield.
I take that as a promise.
You have to go back to him.
Yep. If he was there. Which he isn't.
Huh?
His icon is gone. He sent the letter. He's good to go.
Okay.
Nay, nay, nay. Let's go look.
Oh no, are we gonna pick up his set?
We might. We might.
Nice.
There was nothing else in this room, though. So, I'm happy that he's just not here. Yeah. Good. That's
Okay.
fine. They just talked about his awesome sword and sick-ass bow. The fuck are we doing? Like, you can't, not getting a chance to see it? That would suck. That would suck. There she goes.
Everyone's moving.
Everyone's moving.
So you sat at the grave, she was still there? Or she left as soon as you sat?
We can just verify the footage, but I think I teleported. I paused and she was still there.
And then, yeah.
I think she was gone as of the next movement. Either I mean, her dialogue was done, right?
Yeah.
So next time we meet, etc.
Yeah, she was still there.
She was still there.
And then you went to check out the spot, and then...
I didn't sit yet.
Yeah.
Now I sat.
Ah, okay. And then...
Oh!
She was still there.
Oh, you're right.
You went over there, you checked the spot, and now you're back here and she's gone.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright.
So maybe there was some final dialogue that was one sit apart. You know what I mean? Like, if that is the case, if I missed some last words in one between sits, it's like, that's just, I'm trying. You know, like, I hope that's not what happens, certainly. Alright, we're gonna move on. It is what it is. Okay, you need a solution. One sip is better than two.
Getting better.
Rock drops. But one thing is sure, like, swings, like, the life is just too sturdy, you know? Like, those hits have to build up to a stagger because... they survive. Who and why? Item over there? I never explored the layer beneath. Lever.
Lever, items unexplored.
Yes. Okay. Lever, items unexplored. And pathway over here. To pathway over there. To... Okay, hold on. That's a different layer up there and there and there. Okay. This is another thing that's potentially going to drop with the lever. And a drop down there might lead to that. So, before this, I really want to know what that downstairs path was about. There was one walking around this way. And there was one in here. And even further back than this, there was another room entirely. So, hopefully it all connects. But I'm a little turned around. For sure, there's one walking. No? Was that the one I fought earlier? Ah, we're on the lever level.
The level.
That's the one. from the other room.
Is it gonna drop that statue thing or the
Please.
whole contraption? Everything is going up.
Up, not down. Not what I expected. I hope there was no things that were only accessible from the previous state that I have to worry about. Because those types of puzzles they're fine, they're just so time consuming, you know? You remember the path to
Seath.
Gwendolyn,
Oh.
the little rotating tower.
Oh, that was the Gwendolyn? Okay. With the flipping stairs and shit?
The rotating staircase.
Yeah.
That's incredible. What are you, fucking Elfelt? The curve. Rocks. Okie timing.
Backdash, not invincible.
But which is why. But the first one got away from it. So it's more just like, where is there enough? If there's enough distance, if the backdash goes far enough, you still get caught, or you miss entirely, rather. Found by hunting horned beasts in the ancient ruins of Rao. Exceedingly rare to find calculus. Suffused with spirituality. Materials used for crafting items. Found by hunting horned beasts. Has a distinctive acrid odor, which some claim to be a sign of particular spiritual potency. A calculus? What is the meaning of calculus in this context?
Is it like a rock? Like
Is there a French word?
you know, like, I think calcul reno would be like you know the rocks that you get in your kidneys?
Oh, kidney stone.
Yeah.
Yes, that's called a kidney stone. In English. It's called a... What?
Well, pierre au rein or calcul reno.
Mm-hmm.
That's a plural form, calcul renal in singular.
Okay. Well, calcium... it's calcium-based.
Oh, okay.
So that sounds like it would make sense. However, in the dental field, calculus is a form of hardened plaque. Tartar.
So it might be just any sort of like accumulation
Of a calcium deposit of sorts. Yeah. It's a word for not just math.
It hurts just as bad as the math one.
Yeah. There's another thing I learned recently that was kind of like that. Golden lion shield.
Shield made to resemble a fierce golden lion with luxuriant mane, awarded to especially valorous member members of Radahn's personal guard on the occasion of its formation. Roaring Bash, unique skill. Roar like a golden lion and deliver a shield bash from a guarding position. Knocks back and staggers foes over a wide radius.
Especially valorous members of Radahn's personal guard. Alright, she was in there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I was looking up, have you heard of a slide rule?
A slide rule?
A slide rule.
No.
Not a ruler, but a slide rule. It's it's what, like, essentially, if you were working on, if you were an engineer and you were working on NASA rocket ships back in the day, and no computers are the practical way to solve things, you had a little sliding ruler thing in your pocket, and it had all these comparison calculation points, and you would use that to calculate shit manually.
Oh.
And it was like everyone had one as a little pocket manual calculator.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's interesting. It looks pretty cool, and it's analog as fuck. Roaring Bash. Roar like a golden lion and deliver a shield bash from the guarding position. Let's see.
Rawr.
Roar. Meow. Okay. Cleared this layer, moved it all up. But before this, there was a path. Can I ignore y'all? Seems like I can. Not you, though. Never you. One day I won't hit the wrong button. Oh no, you dropped part of your set.
Oh my gosh.
Wait. Did the door move too?
The door?
Shit, I forget.
Well, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Yeah, here, I'll just have to use the shortcuts to deal with this. There was a door to outside where the bats were that I believe I took.
Oh, that was half health.
Yeah, right.
Worth 2 broken femurs. Oh, and you can get the item.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't think it was death, you know? But there's an item down here, and, it's now accessible from this floor. Pearl Drake Talisman +3.
Holy Resist?
To the utmost.
Unless I'm mistaken. Non-physical damage. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Talisman with a large depiction of a pearlescent ancient dragon. Boosts non-physical damage negation to by the utmost. The ancient dragons, who ruled the prehistoric era before the Erdtree, would protect their lord as a wall of living rock.
Same description.
Yeah, and so the shape of the dragon has become symbolic of all manner of protections. Yeah, so is this conflicting with or actually complementary of the part where we know the Crucible is what ruled before the Erdtree? Oh no, all life came from the Crucible. Never mind. Before the first Elden Lord, the dragons ruled, and was it Placidusax? Or no, what am I thinking of? Who was the Lord before the Golden Order was established? Was it Placidusax? Oh, that's the lore we learned?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Right, that makes sense, yeah. And the Crucible was just the origins of life, and thus the aspects of the Crucible, yeah. Okay, so these things line up together. Ancient dragons, not capitalized. Yeah. So it's the idea that there's an Elden Lord prior to the Golden Order and the Erdtree. Elden Lord is independent of that timeline. And I forget if we learned about any others. Fuck. Okay, so dropping down.
Oh, these people want to talk.
For a second, it looked like they didn't want none.
Oh. Never mind.
And they continue to want none. No beef, no beef.
They're just like, no noise in the library.
Shit. Do you remember how I got outside and fought those bats? No? If not,
no.
then I will teleport. And was she...
Oh, was it at the restaurant part? That led outside into the unknown? And then you were exploring...
No, because this was where the hippo was. This was outside on Torrent.
Okay.
That's not... I'm not thinking of that. I'm thinking of how I basically went outside.
There was a balcony, right?
And there was a balcony. I went outside. I went back inside. Took out some shadow guys. And then I went, stuff in here? Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Then I 180'd and I went back up. Killed more bats. And then went inside again at a higher level. But I didn't finish exploring the lower level. It was
This
here.
one.
It was here, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then you peeked. You fought the red dude over there.
Exactly, yeah.
Which was kind of solid.
Big
Sonic
trades.
Boom. Yoga fire.
Yeah, both. See the little Erdtree that pops up there? Oh, you can't sprint past it. Okay. Almost. Bats came through. Don't make me... There was 3 dudes down here, and then there was an inside room. That seemed like I could drop. Yeah. And I went before that, before that, item over there, and then back outside. So, now that things have moved around, is this all just where I've been before? Yes, because that layer...
the item over there.
Done. Mental map complete. Yep. This was just the layer I dropped onto before, and now that item is retrievable from there. Great. That's all I needed to know.
First floor, 4th floor, 7th floor.
$266. $287. To call it 88. 17 plus 75 is doable. Mental map. More swings, more good. Alright, so you've respawned and all you fucks are doing your thing. So, I'm just gonna have to deal. Oh, you know what? Before you come bothering me, while we're here, let's just rearrange the spell order to... Did I take the moon off? Is that what happened? I did take the moon off. That's why that slot's there. I have the double moon. Yeah, so... Glintstone Pebble, Rock Sling. Let's trade Rock Sling for Shard Spiral. Will it let me do this, or is it going to force me to unequip Shard Spiral first? It's going to force me to unequip it first. Shard Spiral. Cannon for rocks. Cannon for rocks. And I guess I'll throw cannon somewhere in here. Phalanx for cannon. And then Phalanx over here. There.
Good enough.
Let me just quickly see in my remaining spells. Swift Glintstone Shard. Is that comparable to Pebble? Let's see. I've been using the one, but if the other serves the better purpose, or similar, then that's fine too.
You can cast it out of a roll. Is that true?
I mean, it's that much faster. Range is worse, though, isn't it? Damage is way better on the pebble. Yeah.
Whoa.
What did I just use?
Did you physique something into your mix?
Please don't tell me I used a fucking one-time...
How did that get there?
I don't know.
How did that get there?
I don't know. So that's gone forever, right? I don't know how that got there. Okay.
Did you put it there? Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. So did you put it there for the mimic?
Yeah, I put it there for the mimic, but I don't know how it got active on my bar because I don't remember cycling to select it at any point. Oh well. That's stupid.
And it's a blessing, so you should
it.
be able to see her again and get another one,
I was
right?
wondering, but people seem to be implying that it's 1-in-1 for the entire
No
game.
way.
So it's not like rice or something?
Or Fia.
Now I'm just curious at what point that happened. Sorry. I legitimately don't remember pressing down at any point.
Right, she's in your pocket, so you can't get another one. Eh. Florisax.
Yeah, why is it selected? I don't know. It's selected as soon as I get up, so it means that before I even sat down then. Nope, not there. Sorry, like
Yeah,
it's a once per playthrough fuck up.
You got back up and it highlighted that?
I would love to see the moment that I somehow accidentally selected this thing. I felt like I've been very careful about this. I did all my spells, and then once I was done, and then I got back up, and then I walked out of the room. Oh my god, I think it's... Okay. And then I walked out of the room. And it's wrong. And here's exactly how it happened. When I sat down, I was... As I was sitting down, I was going through the menu.
I was hearing the sounds.
And what was happening is that it
You were
was
actually
cycling
changing your items there because
and
you
not-
pushed too early.
Exactly.
Oh my god, what a bummer! And I was gonna say a comment like, oh,
You could select the
hear
menu preemptively.
Oh my god!
Nope. It's just invisible menu cycling occurring.
Oh, that's so...
That sounds
whack.
fair. That's awesome. That's a pretty cool thing to happen. Love that. Huge fan of that outcome.
I'm sorry, mate. Well, that sucks.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. Again, it's at this point, it's just like, yeah, FromSoft wants there to be a one-of-one consumable. Okay, well, Oops. That shit sucks. It's stupid, and that happened. You know? Like, what am I supposed to fucking... Yeah.
Does the summon Florisax give you the same buff?
I guess so.
I hope so.
I mean, it doesn't say expressly, but yeah. Anyway, I think consumables like that are incredibly stupid and suck. And they suck for exactly that reason. Menus also could be better. A lot of things could be better. You know? I really don't feel like I fucked up in such a colossal, you should know better kind of way. I do feel like I got robbed. Yeah. That's all there is to say about that. Well, you want me to be able to get back up, so I'll verify why. But no real reason, then. Jumping on the bull ass doesn't lead to much. Yeah, it's weird because it's just, anyway, this many games in, it's extremely deliberate, you know? But difficulty, obtuseness, and, you know, I was talking about the whole thing with, like, ads versus fun.
Yeah.
And challenge. It's like, yeah, they have their way of doing things that they're pretty committed to. That I think they've had ample opportunity to change if they wanted to, so philosophically they're on board. I'm gonna think about this all week. I'm not gonna think about the missing item all week. I'm gonna think about like why the games are designed with these possibilities and outcomes, you know. But then again, it's like it's the same thing for like how I didn't sit at that grace because I was like, oh, what if she disappears? You know, which is like that, like, yeah. Just why is it like that? It just doesn't have to be that. None of these things have to be that way. It's been that way forever, so you know, one could just be like, hey, you know what you're getting into. That's how they make them, and it's like, yeah, it is. But the process of Demons to this has been a steady improvement over time of a lot of things. So. Those are things that should have improved as well.
That doesn't look like this.
It looks pretty treacherous.
Most reassuring jump.
No, it doesn't. It looks pretty treacherous.
Pick your lane.
Yeah.
Which horn are you gonna ride?
I mean, the fact that sitting to update a world state after you speak to somebody is still a thing to be worried about is also kind of silly. In a world where people can and should just move and do things.
Is that a stake?
It sure is. Hell, like, if a character finished talking to you and then said, alright, I'm gonna go now, and then literally put a teleporter on the ground and faded into ghost, it would be a little more like, oh, yeah, okay, they're gone now, as opposed to like, check the map, are they there or no? Alright. Yeah. and so on and so forth. I don't know. Is this valid criticism or is this bitching?
No, I feel from a game like design perspective, I think it's not completely like unreasonable to say, hey, having a singular use item that like you might have trouble being like, okay, I'm gonna use it now, or I'm just never gonna use it. It kind of plays into that, and yeah, it could be annoying.
Yeah. And we got this door over here at a badass, and we're moving closer to the tree. So this is the pathway that he must have been referring to. I don't want things to be easier. I don't want my hand to be held. But I want anti-fun gameplay decisions to not be a part of things. I think that's good enough. All right, you.
1v1.
Without a sip? I'm gonna do it without a sip.
Bang. Oh!
Without a blue sip, I meant. without a blue sip.
Oh, okay.
That is legitimately what I meant.
I see, that's what you meant.
Yes.
Right, okay. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask, did you want to change the
Guard
ratio?
point! You put up a block! Look at that! You actually put up a block! Oh, that's sick. Nicely done.
Wow.
Okay. Do I want to do what?
Did you want to change the ratio of red sip to blue sips until you find a boss or something? Because you run out of blue often.
I do.
Just an idea.
If I ever attempt something multiple times and find it's a problem, I'll switch that up. But I think it's fine for now. I think I'm still moving ahead. Grace ahead and then time for boss. And lighting change. Cheers. Flame spear. Skill of Kood. Kood. Captain of the Fire Knights. Ready. Weapon for a thrusting attack and unleash a spear of flame straight ahead. Charge attack to increase the damage dealt and distance traveled. Yeah. Flame spear. Kood and we go.
Not on claws, not on backhand blades. For thrusting weapons.
We go Kood. We go Kood. We go Kood.
What?
They're funny names. Helm of Kood. Captain of the Fire Knights. A winged serpent perches atop it. Yeah. You had a different head from the others. Enhances Fire Knight skills. Winged serpent is a token or creature of Mesmer's military forces. It's a wise friend which keeps the base serpent at bay and holds its power in check. Winged serpent. Oh, they got a little wyvern-style beast. Keeps the base serpent at bay and holds its power in check. Is that all iconic, or is that going to be literal? Cool. Simple.
Looks alright.
Ornate. Simple yet ornate. Grace. Tomato ketchup.
Or are there dead people?
Grace. Blood. Blood and grace. I guess people die that quickly after running inside, and they're staying here. Let's see. Does it mean that, like, within 30 seconds of running into that door, they drop dead, and so the blood stain appears here?
All right. It's a real grace.
It is a real grace. It is a real grace. And they're not dying in the room. They're dying out here, so...
There's a part of me that's always like, mimic grace?
Someone lit the... Oh! Did these people run from the captain? I think that's what happened.
Oh.
Perhaps.
That's rough.
It could be that. It could be that. They ran from them, and then up behind them.
Murdered.
Like they were like doing, you know, the like when you're running with your hands like this, and then the meme of like Kood coming up behind, like Kood. Got Kooded in the back.
What up, Cootie?
Kood.